Wonderful. So here we are looking again at language patterns and hypnosis, not just hypnosis, but I guess you've got hypnotic communication because all this stuff can be used without the usual kind of idea of trance. You can drop it into conversation. You can quite, have to use lots of it, just occasional. Actually, Sally, weren't you going to try it out, did you, or is that coming up still?
No, I didn't. We
Oh.
spent so much time gossiping that we didn't. I will try it with Claire though.
Yeah, yeah. So today we're going to look at um, phrases that imply or set up a need or a desire for something. Can be quite a um, motivating thing to kind of insinuate that this or that is needed, or you'll get it as we do it. Um, and I'm going to, because last time I went through all the cards in one block, if I remember right, and then said get on with it. And
Yeah.
so I'll get a bit nicer this week, and I've split them into two halves. So we'll work through. We'll do a four and then a three, and that'll work quite nicely. So in fact, I will talk you through a little bit with these. So have a fidget, get comfortable, and just, in fact, well, I think I've said this before, and I definitely said it, I think, when we did the training here in town. Quickest and easiest way to get somebody to kind of go into hypnosis, to go within, is go close your eyes, go into trance. It's a oh thanks, Fee. It's a coffee. That'll keep me going. Thank you. I might need you to wheel me around to the bedroom on this chair afterwards because I don't think I can move. Um, I can't see you through the shrubbery. Um, so yeah, just have a get comfortable and just close your eyes and just listen. Allow these words to just speak to you and guide you. Because I want you to experience trance comfortably. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to relax, both deeply and comfortably. I really want you to enjoy that sensation because in a moment, I want you to go ahead and deepen the experience of hypnosis even more. And I need to tell you that going into trance is the most wonderful experience. And I also need to tell you that you can go into trance wherever and whenever you need to. I also need to tell you that you really should discover the pleasures of going into trance by yourself. And I absolutely need to tell you to enjoy the experience thoroughly. And you must take your time to go into trance fully. You must remember to enjoy the process. You must allow yourself to drift down deeper and deeper, which means that you must simply get out of your own way long enough to surprise yourself with how it really is easy. And above all, you must simply make plenty of time to practice going into hypnosis until it all becomes easy. And you should discover for yourself that relaxation brings feelings of peace and tranquility. You should have discovered for yourself by now that you can go into a calming, relaxing place inside your mind by thinking on a peaceful scene. So you really should discover for yourself that you can drift into hypnosis naturally without a care in the world. That's right. And when you're ready to just take on board what we learned tonight and easily remember it and apply it, then you can just return back ready to allow that part of you that learns to take in everything just deeply. That's right. Fabulous. So our first, I haven't got the PowerPoint thing sorted this week because in all fairness, I only just remembered that that's what I did last week. Um, so there's honesty. I will get it sorted and make it into a PDF ready for using though. So our first phrase, you really should discover for yourself that. You really should discover for yourself that. And after that, depending on what your purpose is for using this, you can place things like, you know, really discover for yourself that relaxation brings feelings of peace and tranquility. So you're inviting people to kind of explore this, creating a need to explore it. If somebody's, I don't know, somebody's getting a bit stressed with something to do with work or something, you can say something, you really should discover for yourself that you can begin to relax with this. Can you not? So there's different applications. You can place that in different places and get through them so you get lots of practice time. You must. There's the need. You must. How often someone said, "Oh, you really must watch such and such." So, oh yeah, I must. Why? Actually, but the suggestion is given. You must. So you must take your time to go into trance. You must discover how you're beginning to relax. That's quite I quite like that one. You must discover how you're beginning to relax now. You must allow yourself. You must simply do this, do that. Words like simply and just are really good words to use because they imply that whatever follows is easy. Yeah. Oh, just simply do this. Oh, you just do that. Oh, you only got to do this. Um, it implies it's easy, which means people are more likely to go with it. Which if, even if you're asking somebody to just get a job done for you to help out of it, you know, if you hit them with a list of, I need this, this, and this doing, it's like, I just need you to do this and this. Is that all right? Suddenly it sounds a lot easier, doesn't it? It's just so so you must. I need to tell you. Sets up an intrigue. It gets the attention. And with hypnosis, a lot of what we're doing, and even with hypnotic conversation, is directing attention and holding attention. So I need to tell you, kind of, there's an intrigue there. There's like, it sets up a need to know. And if you then follow that with a suggestion, then the mind is like, oh, okay. So I need to tell you that relaxation is just a case of letting go. I need to tell you that you should really discover how easy it is to relax. So I need to tell you, that gets the intrigue, that gets the intention, how easy it is to relax. Is basically going, I need to tell you, you're going to relax and it's easy. I absolutely need to tell you to enjoy this thoroughly. And again, this can, you can use this for somebody. So well, you might even think times when you do, if someone's a bit, maybe they've got a presentation to do and they're a bit nervous about the presentation. I need to tell you, you can enjoy this and you'll be great at it. You watch them relax. You watch the pressure go, yeah, yeah, I can do this. Um, subtle little things. So I need to tell you, followed by I want you to, which sounds, it's kind of like a direct command almost. I want you to. But it's setting, as human beings, we like, if somebody wants something, if somebody is kind of go, oh, could you basically can do me a favor? We kind of like, but predominantly like to reciprocate, and certainly the unconscious mind likes to reciprocate. So I want you to take a deep breath and discover how easy you can relax as you breathe out now. I want you to just relax, both deeply and comfortably. Or you could go along the lines of, when you think about relaxation, where do you notice that now? Okay, so lower back. Okay, so I want you to notice just how that begins to spread now. And as you begin to notice that, I want you to allow that to flow through you. And as that begins to flow through you, I want you to really just let go. So I want you to, I think that's, is that four have I given you now? I want you to, I need to tell you, you really should discover for yourself. Fabulous. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to do a breakout room, and I'm going to let you have a practice on that, 5 minutes each way, just using those four lines and dropping in what you want them to do, or what you need to tell them, or and pick. You can either just go with a general helping the person relax, go for the hypnosis if you want, or again, if there's something that somebody's a bit stuck with or a bit of a challenge with, how can you apply it to that? So if someone's like, oh, I don't know, I'm procrastinating at the moment. Okay. So I want you to begin to see ways of getting things done. And I need to tell you that you can procrastinate your procrastination. And in fact, you must procrastinate your procrastination, because you really should discover for yourself that as you procrastinate your procrastination, you can get things done, because you're putting off, are you not? Um, so yeah, have a play with it. And these again by themselves stand alone, but then if you twin them up with the imagining ones from last week, suddenly you've got 14 really useful phrases that, one, can boost your communication, can help you become more influential. It can help you help other people as well. So I shall sort the breakout room, if I can remember where is it? I'm sure it used to be on display. There it is. Assign automatically. So yeah, what is it? 25 past now. So 5 minutes each way, and I'll drop in at some point and see how you're doing. Um, here we go. See you in a tick. That's it. There we
Oh,
go. Ta-da!
uh, yeah,
Fab. So, was that all right? Yeah, pretty. It's
yeah.
literally just a case of using them and building confidence with them. And
Well, I've got an idea that I could do it like if we go on the train trip,
yeah,
I can put them all on little cards
well,
and just keep doing them on the train trip and see if that works or not.
yeah, yeah.
He'll get off the train at the other end, be so chilled out, he'll just flake out all over the platform, probably. That'll be my luck.
Fabulous. So, three more from this category of creating that need or a want to explore something. The first one, you really should. So you really should take your time to relax. You should begin by relaxing your mind, your body can relax too, and you really should relax. Now, you don't have to feel good whilst you're doing this, but you really should allow your unconscious to make it happen anyway. And you should really enjoy the feelings of peace and tranquility thoroughly now. As an example, moving onwards, I know you want to. So if yeah, I thought that when I was looking at it first of all, I was like that's gotta be careful how you use that one. Um, but you might like you kind of if somebody kind of is really keen to go into hypnosis, if you're kind of doing a bit of a demo and they're really kind of like, oh, I really want to have a go. So I I know you want to learn how to go into hypnosis. I want I know you want to experience the comfort of going inside your mind and feel the peaceful tranquility that is there. I know you want to begin to relax into trance comfortably, which is why I know why, which is why I know you want to enjoy hypnosis now. So go ahead and do what you want to do anyway. I say I will put all these into a PDF like I did last week. Um, but I love that one. I know you want to enjoy hypnosis now. Pause and that now. So you kind of say, do it now. So go ahead and do what you want to do anyway. So you could almost probably get away if you had somebody that wasn't sure they wanted to go into hypnosis. You could also use that one in a bit more tongue in cheek, like, oh, I don't know. Go, nah, I know you want to go into hypnosis. And you could lead into it that way. So that's those three. What I'm going to do, where are we at? Oh, that'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up and combine some from last week with some from this week. So you can get a feel of how it then starts fitting together. And then we'll do a breakout room where you can either just practice those last three, or you can have a go at bringing in one or two from last week's with the imaginings as well and expanding that. And again, you don't need to remember all of these. I kind of you find ones that you just go, oh, I like that one, and that tends to be the stuff that you kind of that you use. Um, so I'm going to where we're going to start. That's very evenly mixed up. Let's just there we go. No, not that one. No, not that one. Let's swap that one. Let's swap it for that one. That's a better one to start on. So again, I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes, have a fidget, get comfortable, and just pretend that you're a great hypnotic subject. and just act as if you are going into hypnosis. And soon your mind forgets to pretend. Why not make believe you are going deeper and deeper into trance? And you should remember to relax comfortably as you go deeper and deeper into hypnosis. I want you to experience trance comfortably. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, I want you to relax both deeply and comfortably. Enjoy that sensation. And I want you to go ahead and deepen the experience of hypnosis even more. Suppose that your unconscious mind could do almost anything you can imagine. And just suppose that trance begins to deepen more and more. And as you begin to notice that now, you must take your time to go into trance fully. You must remember to enjoy the process. And you must allow yourself to drift down deeper and deeper. And so I wonder, what's it like when you are deeply in trance? What does your body feel like in trance? What's it like inside your mind when you go into trance? And what would it be like if you could go double as deep again? That's right. And what would it be like if you could go double as deep as that? And I know you want to go deeper still. Or you want to experience that profound state of hypnosis. And I know you want to enjoy hypnosis now. So I need to tell you that you can begin to find even deeper levels of trance. And I also need to tell you that you can enjoy discovering. And just imagine how deep you can go. That will begin to allow one worry, one concern, one challenge to suddenly seem not so important. Something that maybe you've been holding on to too tightly, that you can just let go now. And imagine whatever that is, just drifting and floating away. It's as if just as you think about it drifting and floating away, you can begin to notice that it feels lighter. Just like when you get in and you've been shopping and you put the bags down and suddenly, and you really should discover for yourself that you have let go of something just now that will make this week easier for you. In fact, you really should take your time now to try to find whatever that was. And you should really discover that you cannot. And you can experience the lack of whatever that was as if it never bothered you in the first place. That's right. You should remember that you can return back to this place at any point. And I want you to begin to return. to come back up to everyday waking consciousness, feeling lighter, refreshed, more relaxed, having let go of whatever that was, easily and effortlessly. And then just when you're ready, just open your eyes. Be here now. So that was a combination of all the patterns from last week, and all the patterns from this week, which I think when you put them together, they don't sound, especially if you speak with a normal voice to a point, I don't think they sound too constructed, too out of conversational style. Some methods of teaching conversational hypnosis, it's really like 1 minute you're having a conversation and the next minute there's some weird android person speaking to you in these kind of stinted kind of course that could actually be how it sounds when I do it. I don't know, I'm only presuming it doesn't. But what I want you to do, we'll have another breakout room, another 5 minutes each way, and you can either just work on those last three that we covered, or you can have a go at bringing some of the imagining ones in as well and combining the two lots together. If you're going to do that, I'd just pick a couple of words and phrases from like the ones we've done this week and last week, rather than trying to get them all in. Because if you're using a couple from each category, that's enough for it to sound conversational when you're using it. So I was going to say, I'll form the breakout room and we'll see who you end up with. I kind of think I know how this one's going to pan out. And and then I'll come and pop in and see how you're getting on somewhere along the way. See you in a tick.